Hi everyone, it's Jess, aka Colouring Bumblebee, and I'm back today with another video for you. Today I am sharing with you all of my colouring plans for the month of May 2025, or as we like to call it in the colouring community, Mermay, where we colour lots of mermaid pages and under the sea themed images throughout the month of May. Colouring underwater scenes isn't my favourite thing to do, but I do like to get a couple of pages done, which you will see in my plans here, that are mermaid themed, just to participate in the colouring community. So I'm going to move this large stack of books to the side and get straight into it. Okay, so the first stack of books I have are all of my project books. First up, I've got Colouring Heaven Pocket Fairy Tales by Selena Fennick. This is with Colouring with Lil on YouTube and Instagram. And we are doing the Little Mermaid page, which goes perfectly for the month of Mermay, as well as Geordie Colours Colour the Fairy Tales hashtag. For this month, the fairy tale she chose was The Little Mermaid, so this goes perfectly for that as well. I do have a bit of bleed through from Puss in Boots to cover up. I forgot to put a blotter sheet when I first started colouring this, but I'm going to do a nice bright red hair, so most of that should be covered up pretty well, and I shade over the top with Prismacolor pencils, which lay down quite nice and creamy, and should be able to cover up, especially on her face there, there's a little line, but I'm hopeful that will cover up just fine. That is the Pocket Fairy Tales book. Then I have Matchstick Mouse A Big Adventure colouring book by Morgan O'Brien. This is a project book with Nikki from Knick Knack Colours, Amy from Colouring with Amy, Joe from Geordie Colours, and Zoe from Zoe's Cozy Colouring. It was Joe's turn to pick, and she picked this lovely kiwi bird page. I am a bit nervous about this, mainly because some of these edges aren't quite defined. I may add some line work here with a black fine liner just to make it a bit clearer where the bird ends and where the background begins. But yeah, I'll need to look up some reference photos for kiwi birds because I'm not actually sure what colour they are. So I'll have fun looking that up. That is Matchstick Mouse Adventure. Then I have Lost and Found by RJ Hampson. This is with Dana from Dabbler D. It's her turn to pick this month. I think she said her partner chose this one, which is The Lost Lighthouse. Really looking forward to this. I can't decide whether I want to go for a red or a blue lighthouse. I'll see how I feel when I come to colouring it, but look forward to playing with the lighting effects. Going to do something with the clouds here, but I use Polychromos pencils in this book and have that nice sort of like almost sketchy feel to it. But yeah, another page I'm looking forward to. This book is filling up rather nicely now. I think once that's done, that will be my 10th page coloured in here. Dan's ahead of me by a couple. But yeah, really enjoying colouring in Lost and Found. Then I have Around the World by RJ Hampson. This is with Catherine at Cath Colours Pages on Instagram. And we go through in order, the next one being Promenade, where he meets this lady friend and I've just noticed she's taking the cricket for a walk. That's really funny. Not sure what I'm going to do with the sky here. The previous page I did a sunset background, so I might keep it a bit simpler and just go for a blue sky this time. But other than that, I'm not quite sure what colours I'm going to go for. That's always where I sort of feel a bit stuck, the outfit for Mr. Fogarty. I think maybe dark greens though, and her a nice dark pink. That might be nice in Around the World. Then 50 Woodland Miniatures. This is by Camila Angelkova and is a project book with Mindy at Colouring with Cats Among Orchids and Jan at Aloha Lady. They are both on Instagram. And we are doing this gardening badgers page. I think the badgers are super cute. I want to do a nice light sky blue background and maybe add a few clouds in there as well. I think that will look cute. From 50 Woodland Miniatures. Then I've got a couple of buddy colour groups that I'm a part of. The first one being the Life of Witches colouring group, which we colour a page from each of the different books by Usiku from the Witches series. Some have it individually like I do, and some have the compilation book Life of Witches. But the page we are doing for May is the Lily Pad Pond. I'm not sure how I'm going to tackle this one. I might do something like colour base with alcohol markers, like I often do, and then colour with a kind of a wash of a blue or a greeny colour for the water to make it look like they are underwater here and have a nice contrast between the top. But yeah, I didn't get around to getting last month's page done, so I'm looking forward to doing this one in Witches Around by Usiku. And I host this one. This is a group buddy colour in Fairy Tales by Emily Lederhall-Oberg. We colour this every other month. If you'd like to join, please message me on Instagram and I will add you. And the page we are doing for May is this lovely mermaid one. I can't wait to the last day of the month when we all share our pages together and see the wide variety of different colour palettes. I feel like this lends itself really nicely to using lots of different colours. Might find a few colour cue cards for this one. But I'm seeing lots of teals and orange and coral colours. I think it's going to be nice and bright, that one. So that is Fairy Tales. Then I am a part of Zoe at Zoe's Cozy Colouring, her YouTube membership, where she does a colour along in this book, 30 Spellbound Cloudy Scenes by Camellia Angelkova. And the page that we are doing for May is this cute little fairy kitty cats page. I've been using the Pastel Reverie colour palette book to colour the pages in here, so I will be finding a colour palette from there. I'm thinking pinks. That's all I've got in my mind at the moment, something with pink. But the rest of the colours I'm not quite sure yet. That is 30 Spellbound Cloudy Scenes. And she also does RJ Hampson's Hide and Seek. She hasn't formally announced it yet, but I looked at the poll and this is the clear winner. The mermaid page called Treasures in the Deep. And yeah, it would be nice to get another mermaid page done. Maybe I'll wait till the end of the month to colour this and try and colour it differently than all of my other mermaids I will be colouring throughout the month, because I want my mermaids to have some variety to them. Maybe oranges and yellows and greens rather than the kind of corals and teals I tend to use for them. Basically, I'm inspired by Ariel, and I've got to try my best not to do every mermaid with red hair and a teal tail. I've got to try and do some different things. But that is Hide and Seek by RJ Hampson. And the colour along I'm hosting on Instagram is in 50 Zodiac Themed Miniatures book by Camellia Angelkova. And we are going through an order of the zodiac signs. The next one being Taurus, which is the bull here. I think that's going to be cute. I am using these colour palettes that I created a document for and using this one here. I think the sienna will look nice on the bull. The two greens will look nice on the leaves and the grass here, and then I can bring the yellows in for the stars and the flowers. And not sure what to do with the background yet. Might do it black or like a navy blue, or I could try and incorporate the colours. We will see. But that's the first one from this book, and the second one is the next chibi one. So that will be the Chibi Ox. No idea what colours to do for this one. Is this the same character throughout? I think it might be. She's got this short hair. No, it's different. They're different people. They've got different hairstyles. I was like, oh, do I keep it consistent? No. So yeah, we are doing the Chibi Ox, and I will be getting that one done. So that is the 50 Zodiac Themed Miniatures colouring book. Then the other colour along I host on Instagram is Complete Mini Mania by Gabby Wolf. And the page that was picked is this one, the Sea Creatures page. I think I'll have a lot of fun with different colours. I'm looking at it now. I could do some sort of rainbow colour scheme. That could be fun. Rainbow or something very limited. One or the other. But this one looks like it will be a lot of fun with all of these different sea creatures in Mini Mania. Then, of course, we've got 50 Mythical miniatures for Melissa at Winter 89 Colours, Project Mythical Minis. The 4 pages that were picked for the month of May were this one, the Dragon Castle. For some reason, whenever I see dragons and castles, I like doing them purple, and I like doing the turrets purple. So maybe I need to challenge myself to do something different. I could go red or a pink, orange, every colour of the rainbow, I'm just going to say now. Yeah, maybe something different for that one. And the Hippocampus was picked for the kind of mermaid theme, as we've already done the mermaid. But this one, not sure what colours I'm going to go for. Some sort of tealy blue background for the sea. I just had a mind blank then. And then for the Hippocampus itself, I'm thinking maybe oranges and yellows to contrast nicely with the bluey background. That could be fun. And then we have the Sleipnir, the 8-legged horse. I'll have to look up how to pronounce that. I have no idea how I want to approach this page. Absolutely no clue. So we'll see if it gets done this month. Often if I don't feel inspired by a page, I just leave it. But I don't want to leave all the ones I'm inspired by until the end, because then I won't feel inspired to finish it. You see I've got a few blue flags at the tops here of pages that I didn't complete from the months past, so I do need to catch up at some point. And the last one is the Wyvern. Again, I see it in purples, so maybe something different. Orange, red, yellow, I don't know. And the other one I wanted to do as a catch-up, I've been saving for Mermaid, is the kind of underwater Atlantis little city situation here. This was picked, I think, in February or January, early this year. And I wasn't feeling motivated to do anything sort of watery themed, but now I am. So I'd like to get that one done as well in 50 Mythical miniatures. And then next we've got all of my planned buddy colours for the month. First up, I've got 2 planned in Cottage Friends. The first one being a buddy colour with Nikki from Knick-Knack Colours. And we are doing this one, the Laundry Day page, and this perfectly goes for Zoe's prompt for the Cute and Cozy Facebook group she has, as one of the prompts is duck or duckling. As we have a little duck here, we picked this before we knew the prompt, so that works perfectly. So looking forward to getting that one done. And then Zoe and I are doing this one for the prompt ribbon/bow. Really like this page. I think I'm going to use lots of nice bright spring colours for this one. So that is Cottage Friends by Jeanette Veronica. And then Zoe and I are doing another one in Fuzzy Tales. We are doing this one of the little dog watering the flowers for the prompt flowers, aptly so. So I think that will be a very cute page to colour. And the other one I flagged here is for the underwater prompt, or under the sea, I think it is, that I'm hoping to colour myself at some point during the month. Not sure what colours yet. Again, I want to go for something a little bit different for the mermaid. Maybe purple hair. I don't know. Just thinking out loud. So that is Fuzzy Tales by Vivi Tinter. Then I have A Frog's Tale by RJ Hampson. This is a buddy colour with Lucy at Lucy Colours 2024. We actually had this planned for April, but both she and I didn't get around to doing it. I opened this book up a couple of times to colour it and just couldn't. So we picked something different, something a little simpler. So we picked this one called Morning Tea. And I love it because we got strawberries and little raspberries, which I think will be a lot of fun to colour. And even a little bee. And he's having a little picnic outside. I think this is a really cute page, and maybe one of the first pages I start this month, as it is kind of a rollover from last month. So that's A Frog's Tale by RJ Hampson. Then I have Sirens du Monde, or Mermaids of the World by Diane Dufour. I was watching Amy Ward Art's colouring plans, and she talked about this book, how she wanted to colour in it, and I also wanted to colour in it for this month. So I reached out and we decided to do this page. This is one of my favourites from this book. I think it looks like a lot of fun to colour with the different animals. And then Amy goes, "That's hilarious. That's a alligator visiting the dentist." I didn't even notice that. I just was like, "Ooh, animals, fun." But now she's pointed that out. That's all I'm going to be able to see is this alligator going for the dentist. I think this is going to look great in some nice summery tropical colours and will work nicely for Erica at Elm Colours. She's doing a mermaid colour palette challenge for this month with different colour palettes for each of the seasons. So I think this will look great for a summer colour palette mermaid. So that is Sirens du Monde. Then I've got a few buddy colours in a couple of the mythographics that were randomised for me in my randomizer video. This one is Menagerie by Fabiana Attanasio and is a buddy colour with Karu at My Starseed. And we are doing this one, the underwater kitty in a glass jar with all these fish. No idea what colours I'm going to use, but at the moment I'm seeing pinks for the flowers and orange for the fish. And maybe I'll just go with that. We'll see. We'll see when it's done. But I'm looking forward to getting that page done in Menagerie. And then I've got two different buddy colours planned in Magical Earth by Joseph Kattenbang. First one being this one. I'm calling this Clover Island, as we've got like the Easter Island statues and the clovers. And this is a buddy colour with the Art of Momo on Instagram. She reached out to me and we are doing that one. Lots of greens and I think some sort of peachy pink for the background would be really cute. And the other one I'm doing is the Flamingo page, and this is with Michelle at Michelle Lewis on Instagram. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Nice bright bold pink, dark blue sky. I think it will come together quite easily, this page. So that's the two buddy colours I have in Magical Earth. Then I have Wild Summer. This was the book that won for my Bumblebee Buddies colour along that I am trying to do every month on the channel. I still have last month's yet to finish. But this was the book that won, and the page that won, which again was such a close vote. This got, I think, 29%, the next two got 28%, and then the final one got like 24%. Why are my polls always so close? Honestly, each day I was checking it, one would be winning, one would be tying. But this, at the time of recording, was the winner, and I'm glad it was because it was the one I was feeling most inspired by. I think it's quite spring-like. I'm going to use lots of pastel colours, nice and blendy. I think even try and keep like just alcohol markers for the clouds would be a nice touch, and have pencil shading for the rest to make it really pop. But that is the page we are doing for our Bumblebee Buddies colour along for May. That is Wild Summer. Then for my membership colour along in Sargon, I am planning on getting the other half of the Flower Fairies page done. And then once that's out, in fact, I will try and start it soon so we can put up a poll to vote on the next page that we colour. Oh, there's mermaids. Do we do a mermaid one? Maybe I do one this year and save one for next year. That could be a good idea. Well, I'll put out a few options to be voted on. Things that I'm feeling particularly inspired by at the moment. But that is Sargon by Maria Trolle. Then a special one for me. This is Dark Fairy Tales by Kirby Rosanes. And this is a page I am colouring for Karen at My Colourful Country Life. She is doing another Kirby community collab. She did one for Alien Worlds release where people picked a page and she assigned a different page to a different person, and you colour it, she puts it together in a video, sends it to Kirby as a thank you for creating such an amazing book. I didn't do the Alien Worlds one because I didn't have the book at the time, and I regretted not joining it ever since, so I thought I definitely needed to get involved with this. And I actually got my first choice, which was this one, the Snow White and Rose Red page. Now, I have a vision for the background, and that's where the vision ends. I want to do something a little bit similar to what I did for the Rapunzel page, this Inktense background, but hopefully have it as less of a disaster along the way, as I now have learned what to do and what not to do. But I want to do a dark foresty green fading into a lighter colour towards the centre of the girls. I think that will look really effective for this page. And then I don't know what colour to do the roses. Maybe like a soft pink to contrast with them. And then the girls, I will come up with colour palettes for them as well. But really looking forward to getting that page done for the community collab. That is Dark Fairy Tales by Kirby Rosanes. Then I have Mythic World by Kirby Rosanes, and this is a whip from last year for Mermaid, and it is this mermaid here, Iara. I have based her with some water-based brush markers, shaded her hair, shaded her skin, shaded these fish, and felt a bit intimidated by all these flowers and the background and abandoned it. So I'm determined this year is the year I'm going to finish it. I think for the tail I want to incorporate all the colours of the flowers here, so have kind of a blend of that kind of corally orange to yellow gradient. I think that will look nice. But this is the year I will be finishing it. Looking forward to getting that one done finally from Mythic World. And then the last few books I have are potential pages for my Lulu Mayo scavenger hunt. I will put the infographic on screen here now. The 4 prompts I picked for May were shell, boat, lily pad and shelf. I realised shell and shelf, very similar words to each other, but I thought shell would go well for the mermaid themes without it being mermaid, because I did that prompt last year, and picked some other watery themed ones, and shelf is just a random different one. So I found a couple of options in Kawaii Tarot. First one being the Chariot. This has been a whip for the past couple of months. This is the month I'm going to finish it. I chose lily pad as a prompt for a reason, and this is the reason. So I want to finish this page off. Then I picked out this one, the 10 of Cups. I thought for boat, that was a really cute one. And fairly simple with this large wave and the rainbow. Sort of a lot of the colours are decided for you there. And then I also flagged these two, the Queen and King of Cups, the Queen of Cups for shell and the King of Cups for boat. So if anyone would like to do a buddy colour for these ones in Kawaii Tarot, do reach out to me. I'd love to do one, as I've been doing buddy colours for all of these minor arcana pages. So definitely reach out if you'd like to do one of those from Kawaii Tarot. Then I picked out A Million Kittens for the prompt shelf. I still have yet to colour in this one, and I am tempted to do the cover page and try and match it with the colours on the front cover, because I love this front cover, and it would be quite a nice kind of mindless page to do, base with maybe water-based markers, shade with a bit of pencil. I think it would be cute. Or I've got the publishing info page with the shelf at the bottom of these two. You can see lots of bright fun colours there, but this book is untouched and I really want to get it done soon, or coloured soon. I did have one flagged for Ladybird, I think it was, this page, and I never got round to it. Maybe I will come back to it still, but yeah, that's A Million Kittens. And the final book I have to share is A Million Mermaids. I have coloured this every May for the past 2 years that I've owned this book. This was the first page I coloured in 2023, and this one was the second page I coloured in 2024. Then I coloured this in June the month after. So I would like to get another page done. I couldn't pick just one at the moment. I will see what I'm most inspired by at the time. I kind of want to do a double page spread just to challenge myself, but we'll see. We'll see what I can do. We'll see what I'm able to do. Maybe something like this, where it's a double page spread but doesn't take up the entire 2 pages. That could be a bit more manageable, because some of these are a little crazy, a little detailed. But I love all the like circular motifs in here, the like oval wreaths, They're really cute, and pretty much every single one of these pages has a shell in it of some sort, whether it's on a mermaid or a character's holding it or it's just there. There's a lot of shells in this book. Something like that could be simple and easy to do if maybe it's getting to the end of the month and I don't have the time. Could practice a bunch of different colour combinations for the mermaids there. That could be, it's a fun idea actually. But yeah. Ooh, or this one. Nice double page spread. You've got a big shell there. And some mermaids as well, which isn't as intimidating as some of the larger ones. But there we have it. Those are all of my plans for the month of May 2025. I would love to hear in the comments below, are you a mermaid colouring lover? Or do you colour a few like I do? Or do you try and avoid colouring underwater scenes because it's just not for you? I'd love to hear in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone!